welcome to another episode of Joshua's Movie Reviews and More. Now, hopefully everybody knows that now I have an intro. I don't particularly like it. I went to Panzoid because graphic design and computer animation and everything is definitely not my strong suit. I didn't find what I was looking for. I was wanting a lightning bolt with a thumbs up and a thumbs down on both sides. Unfortunately, I went with the next best thing that I could find. Hopefully, I can get what I want in the future, but what I am most proud of is the music. Now, you won't find that music anywhere because it was constructed and performed by a lifelong friend named Marty Everett. Marty is actually a part of a group called Drowning Creek. They're Atlanta-based, so if you're in the Atlanta area or you're coming to the Atlanta area, whether you're east, south, west, north, doesn't matter. They're worth the drive. If they have a cover charge, they're worth every penny. I've only unfortunately seen them perform twice because with job constraints, family, and everything like that, unfortunately I've only been able to see them a couple of times, but I've thoroughly enjoyed myself every single time. They are an awesome band. Cover band, but still, great band, great performers. Excuse me. So without further ado, I will leave a description, their Facebook in the description. So without further ado, what do you look forward to in movies? Me, this week, I was more into sci-fi, adventure, maybe fantasy type of thing. So I went to see Darkest Minds. Now, oh, you know me, I always like to point out negative things about a movie. But, I mean, I liked it. It was, has good plot. And obviously with the trailers, you've seen that kids come down with this illness that makes them have abilities. They range from being super smart to having telekinetic abilities to control. Another group can control lightning, or electricity, I should say. Another group can control fire. And another one is mind reading, mind control, stuff like that. And they have different grades of lethality, as they call them. So they're separated into colors. I think maybe the creators got that from maybe the Divergent series or something like that. I really don't know. But it has a love story to it, as you can tell in the trailers as well. That's the one thing I find tricky about sci-fi movies and fantasy movies, is sometimes they throw in a love story and it can be kind of distracting and everything like that. I found that the case in The Lord of the Rings with Aragorn, and it's like, come on, go destroy the ring. Why are you worried about the elven princess? And I know it was in the books, but still. Sometimes I find it distracting. In this case, it actually increases the likability of the movie. Now, if you're looking for a movie that starts, has climax, and it ends completely, this isn't the movie for you. Because at the end of the film is wide open for a sequel. In fact, if they did not make a sequel to this movie, I'd be probably pretty pissed off. Because not only am I looking forward to the sequel, but there's so many unanswered questions. There's people that are left undead. It's like, come on, man. They left so much stuff open that if they don't create a sequel, it just wouldn't make any sense. And it actually lower my score of the movie. Another movie that I'd like to talk about is The Martian. The Martian is, of course, based on Mars. Has Matt Damon. He's astronaut. An astronaut's life is pretty much, I'd say, is one of the most dangerous jobs out there. I mean, hell, you're going out in space. And the littlest rip in your suit or something like that, and you're sucked out into space, you're dead. I mean, it's painful enough. But imagine being trapped by yourself on Mars. Yeah, and you're waiting to get rescued, and hopefully you get rescued. You don't know if you're going to get rescued. You don't even know if it's possible. But Matt Damon plays it off pretty well. The plots is solid. There's probably some stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense and everything. Like him growing potatoes on Mars. But that's a great thing about sci-fi, is that you can make all kinds of stuff up and it doesn't matter. Because, I mean, come on. Take, for example, Star Wars. A lot of people are going to hate me for this, but take the Millennium Falcon. Who in their right mind puts a cockpit of a ship, any ship, on the right-hand side? Nobody. I mean, if you're in any type of engineer in in aeronautics, you do not put the cockpit on the right side of the ship. You put it in the center, so you can, your wingspan or whatever, how much clearance you got. No one puts it on the right side. But you know what George Lucas did? I like to think that he wanted the Millennium Falcon to look different than all the other ships. That it stood out. Like, you have your X-Wings, you have your TIE Fighters, but you only have one Millennium Falcon, and it looks different than all the other ships. So great. Moving right along, all this was brought to you by Movie Pass, and no, this is not a paid endorsement or anything like that. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Yes, I am now on to reviewing Movie Pass. Now, to me, when I first started Movie Pass at the beginning of the year, everything was great. You got to see as many movies as you want. You got to see the same movie as many times as you want. But then over the span of a few months, it's kind of gotten strange. Then, they first came out with, okay, you can only see a movie once. You can't see it multiple times. So if you really like a movie, see it once. If you want to see it again in theaters, you got to pay for it out of your own pocket. Now they got to the point that, yeah, you get to see a movie per day, whatever. But now they're charging a surcharge of $6 for AMC, basically any place other than Movie Studio Grill. I don't know. Now it's kind of like you're not getting a free movie every day. You're kind of getting 50% off. So, I don't know, because most matinee movies run about $8. Your weekend movies run about $12. So at max, you're getting 50% off. Some you're getting a little bit more, because if you're getting a $8 movie, it's like, okay, now I got to pay $6 for an $8 movie. That means I'm only saving $2. So with that being said, now when I went to the movies today, I went on my Movie Pass, and the only theaters that were available were Movie Studio Grill. All the AMCs, everything, all off. So I was like, okay. So I went to Movie Studio Grill. Besides the past 2 or 3 movies that I've gone to, I've gone to Movie Studio Grill because I didn't want to pay a surcharge. Now it's getting to the point that it's just becoming too much of a hassle. Probably definitely going to unsubscribe to Movie Pass and probably subscribe to AMC's A-List. Yeah, you only get to see 3 movies a week, but hey, with my schedule and kid duties on the weekends and everything like that, it's like, who has time to see a movie every day? No, I mean, I don't. I barely have time enough to see a movie once a week. But I figure with $20 a month, it should pay for itself if at least you see 3 matinees. That's $8 a piece. So that's $24. Boom, you gotten over the $20. If you see evening shows, which is more than likely what I'll do, they're $12 a picture. So that's $24. 2 movies, done. It's paid for itself. Also, I'm a AMC Premium member, so I get to skip the lines. If I buy a large Coke, I get it. Or if I get a regular Coke, I get upgraded for free to a large. Everything's great. And you get to see them in every AMC. All around the nation. So great. Absolutely fantastic. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to say. Just like I said, The Darkest Minds, good movie. Great, hopefully a great sequel. Martian, always worth a viewing. And Movie Pass, buyer beware now. AMC A-List, probably the next best thing. And, of course, Drowning Creek, must see. Other than that, this is me signing off, saying if you're not going to be good at it.